Says going live. I'm live. Hello, everybody. Hi, Trish. Hi, Karen. You're the first early birds. Hello, hello. How is everyone this morning or this evening, depending where you are? Can everyone hear me? So I am on to version number 4 of Bluey. Oh, good. Where am I putting these notes? There. Are we all good? How's my weekend been? Well, full of passion, rewriting, testing, rewriting, testing. That's all I've been doing. We had another 6-hour trip yesterday to Brisbane, and all I did was crochet. Hi, Cherie. I hope that's how you pronounce that. So I'm just trying to get my safety nose in. Now, anybody want a hint of how to get safety eyes, safety nose in easy? This is a hole punch that you can get from a hardware store. It comes with different sized punches, I guess, that goes in here. But Chris has jerry-rigged it. I don't know if I'm going to show. So there's a complete hole there now that's empty, and you put it on the hole over the back of your safety eyes or nose, squeeze, and in she goes. Oh, and you've got to watch. The only thing is that the stopper to close it up keeps closing. But best brilliant idea, 30 mil safety eyes, 35, 25, everything big, works perfectly. Hi from Arkansas. Hello, Laura. I like it when you put your name at the front. Oh, hi, Robin. Hi, Lisa. Why, thank you. So, yes, if you are after a very good safety eye tool, this is what Chris came up for me. But yeah, basically a hardware store. I think they are fairly expensive, but they are, strong as an ox, will never break, not made out of plastic. And you just got to, remove the bit from the circle here, so it's nothing, and whatever safety eye size that you want. The only thing I do need to do is get a little felt bit to put on here, because I have scratched one eye before because I haven't got felt on that, but it is the best brilliant safety eye tool that you can get. Absolutely. Hi, Karen. Oh, hello, Michelle. Currently, oh, Jesus. Oh, God, that scared the crap out of me. Oh, that got the heart going away. Go away, St. Go too. From Minnesota, not knits. Oh, we got Notting Hook Crochet, not knits. So sorry, I was reading that before I got scared to death. And I am currently working on a hippo for your Christmas tree. Wow, that's starting early. You was meant to send me that felt. Oh yeah, you were too, Kim. Hi, Kim. Forgot about that. So there's my new updated nose for Bluey. Anyway, who wants to see the progress of Bluey on Bluey and Bingo, Red Healer and Blue Healer? Christmas tree interested. It's too early to think about Christmas, although it's August, isn't it? Oh my Lord. What's annoying you? What shadow? On my face? Don't matter. My lighting technician. $80 octopus for church Christmas. Wow, 80. That is effort. All right. Never too early to think about Christmas. Okay. All right. Let's show you how my pattern has evolved. So we know the first one where I was trying to get those ears to crochet in because I wanted a as low sew as possible. So this one was the big failure, and he's got his big bug eyes and he's scared to death. So the next version we went to, so we've gone from that to ears sewn on. Still bug eyes, and I wasn't happy with bug eyes, and for some reason sometimes his arms just stick out. He's saying hi. Play. YouTube and their ads, why are they doing that? The settings are meant to be for when it's finished live, not during the live. Hi, Mary. So I'm just talking about your bluey pattern. So this was, version 2. Still got bug eyes, but ears changed to this style that you sew on. But I'm happy with the ear style, but we'll talk about more of that in a sec. Then I moved on to, I had done 2 blueies and I thought I better try Bingo. Oh, and I found from my chat that Bluey and Bingo are both girls. So there you go. Isn't much. Oh, yeah. So then I did my first version of Bingo. So now I've changed to eyes and now crocheted in and eyebrows. So I've added eyebrows. But I wasn't happy with the colouring of this Bingo because these 2 colours are way too close. But I'm happier with the eyes being crocheted in. And then I've got Bingo bigger patch at the back because she's got a bigger patch different to Bluey. So that was next measure. Mo better. I knew then. So I went from that. Then I went back to Bluey. So I thought, oh, yeah. And then for some unknown reason, I have no idea why, I changed Bluey's eyes and eyebrows, which I'm liking. When I showed Kim, she said try and make his eyes rounder, but in that shorter space, so there's just not enough room to do that. So he's going to have to be a Minecraft Bluey. But for some reason, I don't know why, I added extra rows here, so I made him way too long. So that was another no-go. I don't know why I added. Hi, Mel. I don't know why I added the extra rows. He was suddenly had a growth spurt. So I was like, oh, now I have to do another one. Then last night, I worked on Bingo again and did the colour changes. And Kim helped me with the ear situation where doing the embroidery, I should be going into the one hole up the top, so it's more of a triangle. And I have changed the nose to be more what their nose looks like. It's larger, and then you can fit their smile on the side. And I made her patch a bit smaller, but I think she's nice, compact. And I think I'm happy with this colouring and all that. That looks like the one? Yeah, that's what I think so too. So I have just started this morning. hopefully will be the last version of Bluey. So I'm happy with Bluey's colorings. I just need to make him not so tall. I have updated the pattern so he's not so tall. No. Pardon? You don't like the way that they're colour changed in there, Trish? But I think I'm pretty happy with that version. So when I've finished this Bluey and take the extra photos, sorry, just take the corner stitches on the eyes, it will be perfect. The corner stitches. Would you see enough like up the top or each corner? Because if I reduce it too much, there's not that big white patch around the safety eyes itself. Because I was trying to make so you could see the white all the way around. If I start taking a stitch off, I suppose I'm going to start losing the colour. It's hard to tell. There wouldn't be enough stitch. No, that's what I thought. There's not enough stitches to take. I think to have it crocheted in, and because it's not a huge toy, which I don't want it to be huge. This is the whole reason we went down this avenue, wasn't it, Mary? That I think it's literally going to have to stay like a Minecraft version. Maybe I could. But yeah, I do like the way I've got the feet. 1331. So starting off with 1331 and then going down from there. Don't know if there's enough room to have 4 across. I don't know. Hi, Karen. Yeah, so I really don't think there's. I mean, there's other versions of eye patches that I did without the whole thing, and this is pretty much the closest that I could get it to look even. But I'm also happier with the nose too, because the other nose were a little bit too small and didn't really look bluey-ish or bingo-ish. So I think I'm happier with the bigger nose. Just have to make Bluey. I mean, I know in the cartoon Bluey is taller, but he just looks ridiculous with that extra space there. But I'm glad I got rid of the bug eyes. I mean, if I'm going to compare that, that or that, I think I definitely prefer that version. God, I find my hair everywhere. Well, apparently they're both hers, Karen. I found out, I've been told that they're both girls, which I did not know because, I mean, I don't know that I've ever heard of a Bluey, not the character, but anything called Bluey being a girl. Always ask your testers to change eyes to see what they think is better. That is very true, Chris. That is why we get testers to test. So, yes, I'll finish this version of Bluey that I've started today, update photos, and then I should be ready for test a call. I do have some of my members, which are on today, that have said yes, they would like to be testers. So I'll definitely send that out to them, and then I'll see who else wants to do a test. Even could do a call out here. If you're interested, either send me a message on Instagram or an email. Let me know. I honestly don't want to do a full call out on Instagram because last time I got so overwhelmed, I just said yes to everyone. It was way too many. but I might get some to test Bingo and some to test Bluey. I mean, they're all on the one pattern, so you'll see both, but it might be easier if one group is doing one lot and the other group's doing that. Mm. Well, that is very true, Trish. It is handmade and it's really hard to make. Well, normally it's easier to make circles and things, but I'll tell you what, maybe I should start making Minecraft things with the square eyes because I seem to have got that. Mm. But anyway, so I will have enough blueies and bingos to be at market for a long time, although various versions of them. So just finished the new muzzle for Bluey. Just finished 2 ears for Bluey. I've just got to do the embroidery and then the rest of him. But that's why I just did the thumbnail as chat rather than crochet. Yeah, the testers can help. That's it. You love it, Mary? Oh, good. Because you know you're getting the free pattern because this is, you sent me down this rabbit hole. But it's been a good rabbit hole. Viral trend with square eyes. Well, you never know. You never know. We could have Bluey and Bingo in the next Minecraft movie. Got my iced coffee. Mm. Traveling Bluey and traveling Bingo. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. Yeah, because at the moment I've just got them as red healer and blue healer, not very original. Mm. Oh dear. Mm. Yeah, I think the longer nose is making a difference. Yeah, Chris and I were looking at images of both of them last night, and then yeah, we decided that the nose was an issue. Mm. You love that name, Traveling Bluester and Binkster. Mhm. Binkster makes it sound like a spinster. Hmm. I'll have to. Yeah, I sort of don't want too much of bluey in it, but I mean, blue healer and red healer is what they are, I guess. But yeah, we'll come up with different names. Any more suggestions? Absolutely. She could be a spinster. Oh, no worries. Thank you for letting me know, Michelle. That is fine if you are not available. In the US, you had a lot of sters at the end of names. Okay. Yes, you do, Kim. I sent it last night before I went to bed, the updated version, so you should have that. So Kim from Crafty Chaos Emporium is going to test Bluey for me. I sort of had sent it to her last night before I did a last change before I went to bed last night, just to put another set of eyes on it, like a pre-test, because I've been looking at it for so long now that you just don't see mistakes anymore. You have a question. You'd like to start to make your own pattern, and the quest I have is it cheating or being dishonest to use AI for the base and edit it from there. Would you want to? Would you really want to? AI is not great, Trish, at anything. You man, ask him. She's been doing episodes with using what she calls computer Bob, and he just makes circles. He'll make a circle for you. That's all he'll do is make a circle. Mr. and Mrs. Healer. Yeah. Found it? Oh, good.
Mr. and Mrs. Healer, that's not bad.
Yeah, but that doesn't make them think of their mum and dad. I don't know. I think too much. I think way too much about things. My brain never stops. Never stops. But Trish, if you want to go down to the world of pattern designing, it is a lot of work, a lot of frogging, But honestly, if like you've made patterns before, if you have a shape in mind, you could either like do a kid's sketch of shapes. And all I do is sit there with my notepad beside me or my phone with notepad open, and I do it from creating the first magic ring. Every single step I type it or write it. If I frog it, cross it out, delete it, whatever, as you go. It's just a lot of, it's not cheating, just another tool. It's not a great tool, yeah. I think all you will get as a starter base is a circle. That's all pretty much what Kim has got in her test so far is different variations of circles. Yeah, I agree, Michelle. If you can do it from step one yourself, like most patterns, if you're doing it in the round, you're going to start with 6 SC in MR, or you're going to start with 8 in a magic ring. Or, sometimes they start off with a row. Depends what shape you're trying to get. But it's just a matter of sitting there trying to make shapes and a whole heap of frogging. And well, not biggest, adding to my learning curve was learning Canva, which it finally clicked what I needed to do. So if you're having trouble with Canva, number one, don't use documents. Documents, for some reason, there we go. Documents, for some reason, that everyone says they never ever use documents. But I started off typing workbook, and then different examples come up in templates. And I thought when I found some that had all these pages in it and looked really great, and I thought, I could use that from that one and that one of that. No, they give you the first page. You don't get page 2, 3, 4, and 5 when you say, yeah, I'll have that one. So I've discovered that you choose what you're after in a layout and the templates to what you want on that page. And then the next page, you go and type in the templates again, and then what's this? He's giving you circles because you're giving him no directions. Really specific details, you may get what you want. Okay. That's right. I forgot you're not giving him any. Yeah. You'll be crocheting your fingers off the next 6 weeks going into market season. You want 600 items to start. Oh, wow. You're going to maybe make a lot of small items to get to 600. Wow. You're studying patterns made by my faves and discovering ingenious ways to create certain things. Yeah, I mean, that's it. You learn bits and pieces from different patterns that you make over time, and then like the feet that I made, it's not the same stitch count or anything, but the idea of how to make the toes and all that came from when I was making the Paw Patrols, because it's a similar style, but it's not the same stitch count on that, but it's the same style. When if I ever want to make something with a hoof or hoove, I'll certainly be using what I learnt from Crochet Grove, with using the third back slit stitch loop, whatever it's called, post of the single crochet to make them flat. Frogging is character building. Yeah. Well, it's certainly a test of the yarn, and They've definitely improved the old Portercraft from when I started using it, our cheap brand here, because there's no way you could previously frog with it, but the amount of times I've frogged with this and it has not fallen apart is amazing. So it has definitely improved. The hardest part I've is sewing. You have to be careful with the sewing. Sampling, well, yeah, AI may lose the magic of collaborating. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I yeah, I know there's a lot of strong opinions, especially in the crochet field, um, of AI. I mean, I use AI for like thumbnails, and or if I take a photo of something and then I remove the background and put a pretty background on it. So I use AI for that. But yeah, you like sewing? Yeah, I actually don't mind sewing either, Mary, to be honest. Usually adjust some of the free patterns, but not writing it down. Making up your own, not sure how to start is all. I guess you think of whatever you may have a pattern idea, a shape in mind, and you just start and then work from that. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I guess you got to start. Where did I start with these? I started with their feet. Started with the feet, and I thought, well, so many patterns, make one foot, make the second foot, join them together, and then go from there. So I thought, well, he's going to be a standing one, so I'll just start from there. And then I know the colors. And another suggestion is have a like a mood board or whatever. If it's not a particular character that you're doing, but to say you want to make a mushroom, there's whatever of mushrooms, put them on one board and have that up on your screen or print it out, and then you can get, bits and pieces from each image that you like or don't like. Gonna start whining to all the YouTubers to see who else wants to make a pattern in. No, well, it was a good idea, and look, Mary, I wanted a really good bluey pattern and hadn't come across one, and I thought I was close with that last one that Robin makes, the Fenique UA one, but it's still, I mean, it had bits missing, and I still wasn't quite happy with it, and I still had to sew eyes on, and I'm never happy with my eyes, obviously, because they just turn out like he's had something that he's had some magic mushrooms, I think, because yeah, he looks a bit startled. Oh, no worries, Karen. We'll let you do that. So, Michelle and Karen, the members, you should have on your screen somewhere where you chat emojis that you can click on and they will go into chat. I think there's a hi, yes, no. I can't remember the other ones that I created. So you have to use one so I can see what they look like. Someone told me that's the pattern you use, Robin. Well, someone lied then. Oh, there you go. You've got a hi wave. That's not one of mine. Oh, there we go. Michelle's got them. Hmm. So that has been my weekend so far. And today's normally market day, and it's a beautiful day, so they should have a really good day. But yeah, I'll let the coordinators know that I do not, because it's been doing so well, I don't have enough stock. But now I'm on the pattern making thing that I haven't actually made anything for market, except for a whole heap of blueies and bingo. I think I'll have to put some in mystery bags because I've got so many blueies. I'd already made two of the other person's patterns. I was like, by the time I'm finished this, I'm going to have about 8 blueies. Mm. Mhm. Oh dear. So anyway, at least I took my pain medication this morning. My pain's been getting worse, which is not good. But I did get a letter this week to say that the hospital has classified me as semi-urgent now. So I should see a specialist within 90 days, which is better than if they didn't classify me as that, because it would have been 365 days. So I'm going to have to go back to the doctor and see if I can get better pain management, because it's getting ridiculous each day. It's getting worse. So I should charge more for them, because they will be one of a kind. They'll definitely be one of a kind. especially this one with the attempts at the ears being crocheted in, and just, yeah, that he's got a bit of few issues, this one, but a little kid might like it. My last Louis that I made from the free pattern that looked like it'd been run over by a truck, a kid ended up buying it. Getting things for your trip to the French Riviera. Oh, nice. That sounds really nice. Mm. So has anyone booked their ticket to come here yet? Haven't got any messages to say I'm staying at your place. Not to be repeated in originals. Oh, definitely prototypes. You just had PRP treatment for your shoulder pain. Yes, pain is not fun. But yeah, so I have to have a full hysterectomy. So that's fun to look forward to. So when I do eventually have the surgery, I'll be not doing much for 6 weeks, I imagine. Yes, and then I can't even pronounce what I've been diagnosed with. It's adenomyosis, something like that. Hang on, I could probably type it. Adenomyosis. Oh, so yeah, there are a bunch of things you'd made that were pretty dodgy, so I labeled them as crochet outtakes, and they all went, yeah, oh, look, it's amazing. I've had things there that I put out and I thought, oh, there's no one's going to love this, and they do. They sell. It surprises me. It definitely surprises me. So yes, this live will be a break from Chloe and Bingo for a little while. Been there, done that. Oh, no, I can't wait. Honestly, can't wait, Mary, because I'm just so uncomfortable all of the time. And before, the pain would only come here and there, but now the pain is daily, and it's getting worse daily. So this week I'll be making another doctor's appointment to see if she can change pain medication, because it's getting a little unbearable, unfortunately. What's the weather supposed to be? I haven't even checked today. Oh, it's supposed to be a high of 23 today and sunny. Oh, showers next week. Rain again next week. But looks like by the temperatures, we're going to start warming up. Oh, yeah, when we went for a drive yesterday to Brisbane, we left at 7:30 in the morning. Apparently, there was an earthquake here, 5.6 on the magnitude. So I haven't heard anything from any neighbours when we got back home that there was anything significant, but yeah. You begged the doctor since you were 27, finally at 43. Yeah. Oh, I know. And I've been having an argument with my GP, who's a new GP, because obviously we just moved here, but my mum died from ovarian cancer. Her mum died. So we have ovarian cancer in the family. and mum had a hysterectomy at 41 or 2, I think. Similar kind of issues, but they didn't take her ovaries, which they typically don't, apparently. But if you have a family history of it, they should. And so when I was talking to my GP and I said, when you write the referral, please write, I need the ovaries taken out. Oh, no, they don't do that. Well, yes, they're going to, because I have a history. I have a family history. So now she wants me to do a genetic test. And I said, why do I need a out of it? And probably her mum died of it above her. So seriously, just listen. It's like, if it's my body, I want to tell you to tell them to take it all out. But then when I have this specialist appointment, I'll just say that anyway because it's ridiculous. You have a high 9 degrees. Oh dear, that's cool. You had a radical hysterectomy 4 years ago by robot. Wow. Home in 5 days and done by keyhole surgery. Endometrial cancer. Yeah. Yes, it's very significant. And I've already had metriosis and had the, whatever laparoscopy to have that removed years ago. But you're getting more ads. What is YouTube doing? Don't they make enough money already without chucking ads in lives? That's ridiculous. Yeah, you think that doctors would learn to listen to their patients. I mean, you know your own body, you know your family history, but now that, yeah, she wants this genetic testing done, and because I don't have private health, they said the appointment would be $1,000, then the test would be like $1,500, and I said, well, I don't have that. And I said, well, really, is there a point when there is family history there? But she did the referral, and they said, I think I've got to fill out this form, which is very difficult for me to fill out because it asks for my family history. My grandma died when I was like 1. I can't even remember her name. Mum's gone and I can't talk to her. I'll just have to look at her headstone to see her dates of birth and death. But I don't know the official diagnosis of death for her mum or the grandma or anything. So why should I have to do that? Yeah, exactly. They should listen, yeah, but they don't. And even my GP is a female, and you think, listen, listen. They don't. And then they tell you, oh no, we don't take the ovaries because it'll affect your hormones. Well, duh, our hormones get affected anyway when you're this age, so just speed it up and get it over and done with. Your doctor left you servicing to help with keeping 7 years of service. Yeah. Yeah, I know. If they'd just listened to the first time, Mary, you wouldn't have to go through that, would you? It's like, oh, anyway, that's my gripe. I think you get grumpy when you're in pain. Louise from Melbourne. Hi, Louise. Oh, can you spell that? Louise. Oh. Hmm. You don't mind the ads, but if I have to watch one more ad about ED meds, no. So they're putting on ads for everyone. Well, that's ridiculous. They shouldn't get an ad for the live. I have that already, Mary. If they took your ovaries and yeah. I don't know why they insist on not taking everything because the hormones get you eventually, if now or later. Was it? I did, yes, Bright. I was born in Bright. Yes, yes, yes. You've got premium, so you won't have ads. Yeah. Although I probably, even if I could afford it, I wouldn't. But now knowing that the ins and outs of YouTube and YouTube creators, I'll probably sit through more ads now than I used to, because now I know what it means to creators. But half the time I'm crocheting anyway, and my hands are busy, so I don't even have the hands to press skip. What does chat think is the lowest amount of plushies to take to a market? Depends what type of market it is too, Chris. No one understands pain unless they have it. Oh, absolutely. Plus, on top of that, like normally I have pain from my neck to my back because I have disintegrating spine basically. So, but like Chris said the other day, how's your back pain? And I said, well, it tells you how bad the other pain is because I don't feel my back anymore. I don't go unless I have at least one 6-foot table full and extra for fill-ins. 10 to 15, medium to large ones, 30 to 40, smaller ones at a minimum. Yeah, we've got 2 6-foot tables and 2 4-foot tables. You lived and worked in Harrietfield. Oh, okay.
Plus the 2 stands at the front.
Plus 2 stands at the front. Yes, that's right. Yeah. I mean, it does look full in the morning before we start selling stuff, but in relation to the current chat, I had a hyster at 37 due to inoperable fibroids, but they left my ovaries still in, and you get ovarian pain. Exactly my point. Why leave them in so we can? I'm sure it's men that make these decisions. I swear, and if it was a female doctor that's doing the surgery and they still do that, I would slap them. I swear. Ugh. Eligible for a full hysterectomy at 32. Pre-cancer cells twice. I was like, no thanks. Well, if you're not ready at 32 to have that, yeah, might be a bit early, but if you're ready, you should be able to. I think. Why do they leave organs behind? Because they think that you're not going to continue to have. Well, if they take out the ovaries, then that starts the hormone imbalance of menopause, basically. But we're all going to get there anyway. So why prolong the situation? And then a lot of people get ovarian pain, like ovulation time and all that, but they still leave them there so you can continue to have the pain. So I don't know. And then, yeah, the cervix part, you can have issues with the cervical area if it's removed, but if you're having issues with it when they're in, your husband and you fill 2 6-foot tables between us and don't have everything out. The last couple of times, I think I had about 3 or 4 spare things of like that. So it can get you for another surgery. It is a business, yeah. It's sad, isn't it? You're treated like a number, not a person. Yes. Anyway, on that cheerful note, you always take over 200. Oh, you must have so many. Your stand always looks so full, Robin. Touch wood, you never had problems with menopause. Yep. Yep. Yeah, some people manage menopause pretty easy from discussions I've had, but most of us don't. In 23, you had ovarian cancer, had a full hysterectomy. Oh, good. Good, 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 good. Good to hear. Yes. Well, at least somebody did the right thing there, because, yeah, they said if mum had have had her ovaries removed, she wouldn't have got ovarian cancer because they wouldn't have been there. Anyway. But yeah, I'm right at the age where Mum was diagnosed now. I've been having all this trouble and the same symptoms that she had around the same age. It's a bit of a scary thing, but they did a ultrasound the other day and I've done blood tests, but nothing's showing up good. How many markets does everyone do a month? I do the first and the third, but then there's a fifth. It can be 3, yeah. And then if there's a fifth, then you've got a week apart to the next one on the first. But from what I've seen, there is more a market season in the US where people have like the off season to kind of stock up, except for Robin because she's been trying to keep it place. But then, see, my market is all year round, and even if it rains, it's not cancelled because they have the produce people there, and food goes off if they can't sell their produce. So it is on no matter what. It's never, ever, ever cancelled. You do one a month. You'd like to do 2? 2's okay if I'm making constant, really large items because I love the patterns where you get into the nitty gritty of different bits and pieces and what it looks like finally. But they're good sellers, but it's also detrimental to me because I could probably make 6 small items to my 1 big item. So I do have to learn to make more bluey sized and smaller items, and like those spiders, that's why I started finding patterns like that. Maybe I've been thinking about I might have to try those bird patterns, like the little itty bitty birds, but to me, I don't know, I'm not fussed about them. And to me, if I don't like the item, I'm not gonna like creating it, and then it doesn't make it fun. And I always wanna keep it fun. You had weight loss surgery and 2 knee replacements in the last 12 months. Oh my god! Lot worse than a hysterectomy. Oh, wow. I know knee replacements are pretty full on. I know Chris's brother-in-law had that, and yeah, he was in a fair amount of pain after. Takes, I'm pretty sure that takes a lot longer to recover from too. Mm, getting old and falling apart. In October, you have markets every weekend. Hooey! All different places. Wow. But then if you're not doing markets for months before that, you've got that time to prep, I guess. Mm. Who else is addicted to iced coffee? I don't have any other addictions except for iced coffee. It's like now I can't go a day without it. It's like I haven't got it in the fridge. I need to go down the street. I'm gonna have to go to the hairdresser again soon because I noticed in the mirror this morning I'm starting to see a bit that much regrowth now. You're taking the summer off. You drink iced lattes all day. Yeah. I think once you start, it's yeah, addictive. That and cups of tea, but rarely that many cups of tea. But I was talking to my friend the other night, and she said I have to get turmeric tablets because that helps with swelling and stuff. So you have a permanent store locally in an emporium and added plushes to it in June, but mainly what sells there are the keychains. Yeah, since I bought the keychains back, they're definitely good sellers. Yep, yep, yep. And it helps that they're quick makes usually, so I've got to stop getting excited about the big things that I see on Etsy and go, "Oh, that looks good." Mind you, I've got one pattern waiting that I think the end thing is gonna be huge, and that's the small one. I still want to make it. Have I done hamburgers? No, I have at least 1 or 2 saved in my free Instagrams, I think. But no, I haven't yet. They're saved. You have 2 markets booked and trying to get into new markets as some of our smaller ones no one goes to. Oh, if it doesn't cover your stall fees, yeah, I wouldn't go either. You need to crochet like Robin, but I'm also working with dogs and keeping busy with rescue. Oh, that's good. Actually, we saw a post come up yesterday or the day before that the animal refuge that we have our markets at had 2 dachshunds there. But I think within an hour of that being posted, they put another post up to say they'd been adopted, so they didn't last long. Why is it that the mind stays young, but the body gives up? Oh, I know. My brain says I'm still 20, but my body definitely says I'm 85. Absolutely. Your hubby has just gone to Macca's to get your daily fix. By the time you finish it, it's cold. Does that count? Probably. But I must admit, the Macca's coffees are pretty good. Big items are a draw card to the stand. Oh, definitely. I'll definitely always have some big items. I mean, I'm not going to be able to help myself there. But I need to concentrate more on smaller items more often. You have products in 3 local brick and mortar stores, 10 to 12 markets a year. Okay. Building up your Etsy and Instagram. It's interesting that you say like to sell your plushies. It's interesting. I've seen so many people going away from Etsy, even the creators that create patterns. They're all saying, go to my website, because Etsy is just actually Etsy sent me a survey yesterday and asked me about my experiences with them because my last experience just happened to be where I got ripped off by those people. I'm going, well, you don't check people often enough because you're getting people that are ripping other designers off and selling other people's patterns that isn't their patterns and just stealing all their images, stealing everything else. And so now if I see someone that has a pattern on Etsy, I will look at the shop name and see if they have a website in the same name, or if they have an Instagram account, I'll go to that Instagram account and look up their bio to see if they have a website somewhere. Because A, it's usually cheaper if you buy it off their website, and B, they're going to get more money from the pattern. I'll never go on Etsy from what I've seen other people go through. That's why I just have my website. People, as long as you can promote it, people will buy. You're building your Etsy and hopefully build to a website. Yeah. And the websites these days, they're pretty easy templates, click, drop, add. Yeah, it makes it fairly easy. Yeah, there's a bit of work to it setting it up for the first time. The hardest part is if you're trying to sell like physical items and the postage. Working out the postage is really hard. But I'm finding that selling plushies online is not the biggest thing. Oh, unless you're in the States. The States, they seem to sell their plushies online all the time, but their biggest thing is that Palm Street, whatever that's taking over. Everyone's going back to COVID days and lockdown days where they just don't want to leave their house and they're having online markets now. It's like, go out, people. You need to meet people. You need to see people. They can still take the pattern from your site and sell on Etsy and other platforms. Yeah, I know. Do you know how many times on Facebook in particular now? Like they've even got, I saw one the other day, they've got Crochet Grove in a video that she has put up. They've put her video on selling a pattern and you know it's not her selling it, it's some other place that you look at their profile and they've got like 2 previous posts of one's their Facebook logo image and one other post, and you can tell they're a scam. And the other one was, I think it might have been the Crochet Carpenter. They had one of his videos up and all their images. Like, Facebook is horrendous for it at the moment. With the website, we have to drive business to it ourselves. You do, yes. Facebook, Instagram, and Etsy. Yep. I mean, Instagram, I find people that follow each other on Instagram are crocheters. They're crocheters looking for crochet stuff. So I find Instagram is good for that. Facebook is good for building a community so people can chat with you. But now we've got the posts on YouTube that people can leave posts and chat. That is good as well. You won't sell your plushies online. It's difficult. It's difficult. I mean, what have I sold? Maybe 4 things in total ever. I think the biggest downfall online is postage, to be honest. I mean, you have to cover the postage costs, and the postage has gone ridiculous. Tidu or whatever it's called always has fresh Insta patterns shared. Yeah, I know. Free Insta patterns shared. Pinterest is good. Yeah, I actually looked at my Pinterest board the other day that I'd set up. Geez, when we first started traveling, I think when I first started crocheting, I set it up and I was saving. I think that's how you find a lot more of the website, like blog free crochet patterns too. Pinterest is good for that. Oh, yeah, Facebook Marketplace scammers. Oh, and the Instagram scammers. They'll send you the message, and like someone posted the other day, like when I'm at the market, I'll take the photos of my market setup. Guaranteed within 2 hours, someone will send me a message with one of my photos that's showing 25 items and say, "Is this still available?" Wow, which one? Which really? Like, that's the first ding 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 scammer, because a real person would be saying, "Oh, the dog that's on the left, white, is that still there? Can I buy it? How can I purchase it?" Hi, Heather. You've had things on Facebook for like 6 months and mainly to get people trying to scam you. Exactly. It's hard. It's really, really hard. Exactly. In person, you can get custom orders. That is very true. Well, mind you, all my custom orders so far have been from my website, but then that's just been to Mel. I haven't had any other custom orders. There was one other person that was interested in Night Fury, but I don't think. Pardon? Perth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mel. She's ordered the 3 customs from me. Yeah. But no one else. And I've sold, I think, 2 actual physical plushies from the website, and that's it. Picking and choosing new markets, you get a better market experience. Yeah, you'd probably have to give each market 2 or 3 goes because each market is so different. I keep missing everybody's lives. I'm not getting notifications when people goes live. I missed Robin's live. I missed Heather's live. I don't know if you guys are scheduling. I don't even see that. I don't see anything. I don't know why I'm not being shown. And because it's such a different time frame, I forget it's like early in the morning for me and I start doing other things and I get sidetracked and I forget. Do I think it's weird how they want something on offer at the time, but in a different color or yarn? But then that's like us. We buy a pattern and we go, oh, I've got all this yarn, but I don't have the right colour. So you have to go and buy more yarn. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. your time every week. All right. I'm going to put that on my phone and work out what time that is for me. I think it's like 8 a.m. for me. That's probably why I miss it a lot. Maybe I'm still in bed. Canada. Yeah. Heather, was it?
It's 10 p.m. there now.
10 p.m.
So 13 hours.
And you have it at 7 p.m. Yeah, so it's 8 for me. To get up early. I'm pretty sure Robin's works out about 9 a.m. for me. 8 p.m. in Alabama. I just love saying that word, Alabama. I just want to watch Forrest Gump whenever I say that word. I love that movie. Robin and Heather's lives are your weekly fixes. They were mine when I was in the caravan, and then since I've been in the house, and it's Saturday, I know I'm in your future. Lotto numbers. You're in South Australia, so you're half an hour behind at the moment, is that right? Behind? I think it's behind. We went through so many time zones traveling that it's got very confusing. Am I a Crows fan? I'm not any sport fan at all. Oh, notifications, go away, computer. Oh, well, AFL football, I barrack for Collingwood. I have all my life, but I don't don't think I've ever watched a full game ever. I've never been to a football match. So yeah, I just say that I'm that follower, but I don't really care. When I was in the caravan weekly lives, I knew, but also in the house, I have trouble to make them. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think I've never been so distracted as since I've been back in the house. I think there's just so much space and so many more things to do and to think about. And soccer or football? Well, here it's AFL, Australian Football League. So we're Aussie football, which is completely different to your football or soccer. We're in a league of our own. If you watched it on YouTube, you would probably not understand it. I don't understand it. I know Heather's a big fan of sport, especially hockey. You get sidetracked all the time. Oh, I'm so bad. I am so ADHD. Like, what was it yesterday? Oh, Chris said, "Oh, put the kettle on. I'll make a cuppa," and then I go and get my cup, and my cup's 3/4 full. My last cuppa, forgot to drink it. But I think it's because I've been so focused on, like, laser focused on this. I get a drink, and then I forget to have it because I was like, "I've got to finish this bit. Now I've got to finish that bit. Now I've got to write it up." And oh, that bit in the pattern's wrong. Oh, there's a spelling error. It's like, oh my god. But then it was about 3 days of actually working out Canva, and now I've got Canva worked out. I mean, still lots of bits to adjust in that, but finally got that worked out. Oh, so glad. It doesn't look absolutely horrendous now, and you can read it and you can see the colours in it and in the writing and the text. It was like, yay. Oh, a cuppa, you got to put the kettle on. I know, it sounds good now. I've got my iced coffee, that's better. You have lots of Crow's fabric left for masks, can't get rid of it. Hmm. Huh. Mm, yeah, no, following sport is just never has been my thing. Never been a sporty person. It says Computer Bob is actually really good at proofreading, formatting, and checking stitch count. So does that mean you have Computer Bob on your computer then? Because I can't do that on my phone because I've only got him on my phone. Soccer is soccer. You spell it wrong, Chris. Soccer.
Oh, my dyslexia.
Dyslexia coming out. It's ear. You go soccer, soccer. Australia rules football. AFL is football, but it's not. Yeah, it's not rugby league football either, or rugby union football, or what do they call it in the US? Their football, gridiron or whatever. It's not that either. You make dog collars in Leeds, but crows is not popular in Melbourne. Oh no, I don't think they would be.
Union or league?
Union or league, but not in America, is it? Gridiron, yeah. Where Americans, so they have to wear all that big stuff over them. Our guys don't wear anything except for a helmet. Do they even wear helmets? I don't know. Never. I don't watch it. You love the baseball Cardinals. Gridiron, yes, is the field. Yep. Yes, we saw. If you haven't watched Kim's latest video with Computer Bob, which is ChatGPT, her name for ChatGPT. Oh, hi Trish. What was it supposed to be? A turtle? That looked like a duck, not well, sort of closely, slightly resembling a duck, but not a turtle. I don't know where he thought that was a turtle, and I'm just assuming ChatGPT is a he. It wouldn't be. It's non-genderish, but it's a he. Trisha's Yarn Adventures. That sounds exciting. Do you have a YouTube? That sounds like a perfect YouTube name.
I think you actually must.
Oh, Mary, there's always got to be one classic comment from Mary. Now it makes me want to look it up to see. For me, the website is a he and the app is a she. Oh, really? Okay. But I must admit, the other day, I was going to do something. I can't remember what. And then I gave up. Oh, YouTube was telling me that I could connect the website to YouTube. So it'd be an easier way for people to get to my website. So I started to do that and it said, oh, you have a refund in terms and conditions policy. I thought, oh, no, I don't have the terms and conditions. So I went to ChatGPT and said, this is my website, have a look at it. Can you create a terms and whatever in like 2 seconds flat? And I read it through and it was great. It's like, yes, good for that. You changed your channel name, Will's Crochet and Knit around New Zealand. Oh, I have a little notebook pad here. I'm going to look you up, Trish. Trish's Yarn Adventures. I've been on a kick of looking at new channels lately. I've been finding some good ones. Gender confused. Yeah, ChatGPT is probably a they. They, them. Often lurk while you work. You're a lurker. I've got to remember when people comment, sometimes it'll come up with a little logo of YouTube beside their name. I've got to remember to click on them and then it takes me to your YouTube channel. Would be a quicker way of doing that. Anyone see that ad for crocheters wanted on Insta yesterday? I did see that. I've seen that heaps lately, but that's you had to live in a specific US town or something. It's like half the giveaways that they have on Instagram for US residents only. So damn it, I want to move to America. Someone adopt us and we can come to America. Is that who they use for TV stuff? Maybe. I wonder. Did they actually have? I suppose the machine can't currently do crochet, so somebody's got to be doing the crochet for Timu. But no, I'm sure it would be some 10-year-old in a Chinese factory being told to crochet somewhere. Oh well. I'll quickly come here, Michelle, and then we can come and stay with you. How's that? Come visit, get it out of your system, and then we'll come back and stay with you. Need someone to adopt us over there. But we have been talking to a few people, or Chris has been talking to a few people lately, and they said it wasn't as hard as we think it is to actually move there. You just need money behind you, which that's the part I'm a little missing. I'll be sleeping on the couch in a 600 square foot apartment. Well, that may be not so good for the back. Get paid more by YouTube if we move to America. No, no. If you have, I've done so much research into this. If you have Americans watching your channel, you get paid the same amount as if you were in America. We need our US friends watching us because we earn more money if our US friends watch us. If anyone else watches us, but if you get, I think it's India or Pakistan, if you get a lot of that audience, then what you earn goes down. You learn that a lot of mass-produced crochet stuff is actually done in a knitting machine. So it looked at Kmart's True Facts. Looks like crochet, but it's knit. Oh, that's interesting. Because of the US adverts, probably because it's based in America. Yeah. They got to change up the ads more often, though. I swear, whenever I'm watching anybody, it's always the same ads. It's like, I'm happy to watch an ad, just change it up a bit. You're in a one-bedroom. They have to share your bed. Oh, we get cozy if we come visit you, Trish. Hmm. But it reminds me, I have to talk with Tani. Oh, you know what? Tani contacted me the other day. She is thinking she's this far away from starting a YouTube channel, so we might get her here yet. I need to talk to her anyway about the retreat. I need some local knowledge because there is a whole heap of holiday places that we could book here, but I don't know how you'd go booking it without people paying a deposit, and you'd want to make sure people pay deposits before you book it because I can't afford to be out of pocket if people decide that they're not coming to the retreat. So oh, you have a Shih Tzu. Hmm. Depends on which, yeah. That do you snore? I know, Karen, you would come. I can't believe that you would come. That's amazing. I know. I do have to. Hi, Sherry. Sherry. Hi. Fits along with teens and a cat. Won't leave much room in the bed. I'm allergic to cats, so that would have me out. You'd love to participate in an Australian retreat. I would need a lot of info. You would, yeah. Wow, you guys from the US are amazing. You traveled to another country to go to a retreat. That is pretty amazing. But yes, I do have to start working on it because we'll have it next year. A lot of the Aussies said they want it in school holidays, so they can get time off work. You only live once. Well, that is very true. Well, you never know. You just don't remember the other times that you lived if you get reincarnated. You need to catch up on my videos. Won't ask how Turtle Lady is behaving these days. Well, Turtle Lady is actually on holidays for 3 months. So we won't have any issues for 3 months. No. I'll see you, Karen. Thanks for popping by. Catch us up on Turtle Lady. Well, Turtle Lady, yeah, she's on holidays for 3 months. So apparently it gets too cold for her in winter here. She was saying when Chris was talking to her. Um, you'd rather hang out with Aussies. Really? Long flight, so you'll have to pack heaps of yarn in your carry-on to keep busy. Well, that goes without saying, Chris, but I don't know. I think though, from what I have seen, that if you've got those scissors that you get from like Temu that are not really sharp to cut your yarn, I think you can take them on flights to cut your yarn. But I mean, if you're anything like me, we did a trip yesterday to Brisbane, and I think I took enough yarn to make 25 items and didn't finish one. So, you know, I always think that I am going to achieve way more than I do. Having your first grandchild next year. Oh, that'll be lovely. That would be lovely. You want to do your YouTube again, but you get too caught up in market prepping. And when I do my markets, I don't film anything. But you can do your market prepping and you don't have to do daily vlogs. You just show like I do most times, 1 day a week what you've made. And I don't really share that much at markets either because people don't want to get filmed when they're out and about at a market. So if there's people there, it's really hard to film. So I don't film that much at markets either, really. Nail clippers for cutting while flying. Hooks. I think you are allowed to take hooks. I think so. Your son is flying you to KY in October. What's KY? Where's KY, I should say. Well, you guys and your shortened name initials for parts of the US, and I have no idea what you're talking about. Won't do without your whip bag. No, exactly. How do I film it? I'll show you. Kmart clips onto like this is like a computer desk. This is all it is. $5 from Kmart. Put my phone in there. That's it. Film it. Then depends on how you edit. I know Kim edits on CapCut. I edit on DaVinci Resolve, which is a free editing program that you put on your computer, but you have to have a lot of memory on your computer for it to work. But there's a free version with completely all you need for what we do, and people who work in Hollywood actually use the same program. It's really, really good. Takes a little bit to learn, but once you've learned the basics, easy as. You take all your crochet in a carry-on bag on the plane. Short snips, yeah. CapCut is an app on your phone. It is like an editing movie app thing. I do use the front camera on my phone, yes. But I did see, whose video was it? Crochet by Jenna's, one of her last videos. She got this thing from the TikTok shop, which I've never seen in my life. Didn't even know there was a TikTok shop that you can put on your phone or your link to your phone, and you can have it doing back camera, but you can see the front camera because you can't do front. No, what do I do? Front camera, back camera. I don't know. Where you can see yourself is what I use, because if you can't see yourself, you'd have no idea where to look or how things are looking. Still turns out all right. And the phone, because I used to record when we were traveling around Australia on our GoPro all the time, but GoPros are horrible. They get hot, they overheat, they shut down, they don't work, you lose footage. And I've found since I've been using the phone, most of the time it's pretty dark in here. This house is really dark, but in the phone, it looks really light. You hardly edit because you only had your phone, just stick clips together. I mean, I don't edit things out. If I make a mistake, I'll leave it in. It's just really for me adding like descriptions or photos is mostly the editing I do. Should use well, they say that the back camera is the better quality one. But yeah, if you can't see if you're in shot or the lighting's good or whatever, there's hardly any point. But yeah, I can't remember what that thing was that Jenna was showing. But somehow she either Bluetoothed it to her phone and could have it beside her phone, and it showed her what she was looking at. Yeah, it seems to work fine the way I'm doing it. But you don't need to spend thousands of dollars on equipment. Like that's a $5 thing that I clip to my computer desk. Like, yeah. And it's just a bendy thing, so all the time I'm changing, which angle it's at or whatever. And yeah, just move it to the side when I'm not using it, pull it back over when I'm filming. So yeah. Embarrassed by the state of your workshop, messy, too much yarn. Well, that's not messy, that's a beautiful mess if it's yarn's good. Use the front in your ring light. No, I don't have thousands of dollars either. You don't really, Michaels and Premier got all of it. Yes. Hey, I was good though yesterday on the trip to Brisbane. We have been going to Maroochydore on the way back to Spotlight, and I didn't go. We decided to go to Gympie, which I thought we hadn't been to before, but then we realised when we were travelling we had been there before. So yeah, that was something new to see, and I didn't record it. I should have, but I didn't. I think my pain was getting too high to care by the time I got to Gympie. Oh my god, we've been live for an hour and 20 minutes already. How did that happen? What time is it? 20 past 11. Okay. Time flies when you're having fun. Let's see what else I was going to say. Oh yeah, did everyone see my post on Instagram of my new market stands? They're pretty good. Pretty good. I'm going to order some more because I think it looks really good and professional. And all of them say handmade locally. So What, that, Chris?
You do a walkthrough.
Not now, I can't. It's on my laptop.
You got one on your lap.
Yeah.
Put it on your phone.
No. You sent me an email for the Land of the Lobster. I did, and I'd sent the patterns to you. Check your junk mail. I find that the first time I send anyone an email, it goes to spam or junk. Yes, I did. You grabbed heaps from Spotlight a few months ago at 40 million bags for $7 a bag. Oh, wow. Imagine 40 of the good stuff. That would be so good. Yes, so Michelle, check your spam folder, junk folder, whatever they call it these days. Your last Spotlight trip was only $25 on Millions. It's good when you can find them. Haven't found a good million haul for a while now, and I'm don't have a huge amount sitting there. And the Zach yarn in the Portercraft is being well used already on Bluey. But I'm surprised the Bluey pattern and Bingo pattern don't actually use a lot of yarn. What's the main colour in Bluey? The medium blue. It uses less than half a skein. So it doesn't use much yarn, which is good. Yes, I can't wait for another big million sale, but they have to have them stacked before they put it on sale. The cheapest I've seen it lately is $10, and every time I look, there's nothing in there. It's all horrible yarn. I think all the Spotlight stores, except for Sydney, seems to be slow on putting the millions out, or any yarn out, actually, for that matter, because half the time online will say my local store has the Mona Vera colour that I'm after, but then I go there and it's not out, but it'd be at the back. They just haven't put it out on the shelves. Oh, well, if you didn't see before, will be the final look of Bluey once I finish Bluey. Like Bingo's completed, but with the bigger nose and the different back. But yeah, I've just got Bluey to make again today. Take updated photos, and then we'll have the tester out. You have to get there before Litzer. Exactly. You're fighting with a lot of other people there in Sydney to get that good stuff. I wish I'd need to do a drive to Sydney one day just to go to that store. Using Portercraft for a Wednesday doll. Look, the Portercraft. When we first started traveling over 3.5 years ago, Portercraft was really Canes. Portercraft yarn was horrendous, like absolutely horrendous. But it's pretty good now. It's really when you cut the end and try and sew, that's when I get the bits going everywhere. But frogging and the other thing, to create the magic circle, like if you've got to do 6 in the magic ring, just do 2, pull it 3/4 tight, and then finish it off after you do 2. It makes it easier. Any hard yarns to do a magic circle in, just do that. Do 2 of the single crochets first, and then continue the rest. Like even when I have to do the 8 in magic ring or whatever, I'll do the same thing. Just makes it easier. You went shopping Friday for time in 10 years. Hubby took you to Spotlight. Oh no, they're restocking the millions while you're there. Oh, change you to the chair. Yes, if you had money as well as they've done a restock, dangerous situation. When will I post them? What's the difference with bingo and chili? To be honest, I don't think like there's more difference between bingo and his dad, whatever his name is. I can't remember. Hang on, I've got to move all these guys here. I've got so all the pattern tests. My pattern doesn't even look anything like that anymore. Hang on, I've got the printout of what they look like. Huh? Oh, her dad. Yes, sorry. Let me see. It looks like Chili, which is mum, has one side that's darker, a dark brown, and the other side's like a light brown or orange. She's got a patch on her head where Bingo doesn't. And her spots on her back look different, I think. And then Bandit, which is dad, he's got a different coloured patch than Bluey at the front, and also his back patch is like Bingo's. It's one big patch, but not the 3 dots. So there is a bit of a difference, but that's why I printed out these. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll make different characters, but sorry?
Can't find the email.
Can't find the email. Oh. Well, after the live, I'll resend it again.
Ask her to email you, then you can reply to it.
That is true, yeah, mate. Have you already sent me an email before? I can't remember, but maybe, yeah. Chris said, like, email me, and then if I reply to your email, then that should avoid any issues, maybe. You put a request for Motor Very Young to come in mustard, and they said they need enough people. So if you're in Oz, just ask your local spotlight to put a request in. Ah, okay. Well, I could give them a whole list of colours that I'd love. But yeah, the Motor Very yarn's really, really good. I love it. It's nice and soft. They need more colours though. They do need more colours. Always. But they need to stock the colours when they've got the colours. When I go to Maroochydore, that's a good one. That's stocked all the time. They must have good workers that actually put out the stock instead of it just letting it sit out the back. Yes, we do need an orange. And the 2 shades of orange need the light and every shade. They should have a light and a dark version of every shade. Light green, dark green. They do have the different shades of brown, which is good, but I don't know. I don't use that really dark chocolate brown much. They need a different one in between the chocolate and the tanny coloured one. But yes, they need them because they've got the light pink and the dark pink. They've got light blue and dark blue. And they've got the real, like, bright green and the other green. So, yeah, they just need the light orange, dark orange, and a yellow. They do, yeah, they've got the soft yellow, don't they? They need to make a brighter, nicer yellow. That Portercraft yellow is fluoro. Do I still have some of it here? Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's the Portercraft. Oh, it probably doesn't come up fluoro colour on the screen. No, it doesn't. It's funny how the screens change the colour, but that is like fluoro yellow, fluoro bright yellow. But it does not. Oh god, no, it doesn't look that on the screen. You use the chocolate colour. What do you use the chocolate colour for? What do you make with it? I'm getting stuck with it like reds, although I've had more use for red recently, but Motivera hurts your hands. Does it? Even if you go up a hook size, does it still hurt your hands then? Where is that from? The Portercraft, if you go to your discount variety stores in Australia, a lot of them have the Portercraft yarn. You can buy it online. Oh, Kim, remind me, who sells it online? Is it Craft Online? It's one of those that sell it as well. And it varies in price between $4 and $5.50, I find, per skein. It's only 80 meters in it, but it's cheaper as well. So you just pack the orange colors for being in case you send the pattern while I'm traveling. Oh, good. Yes, I will send the. Did you want to do a pattern test, Karen, or just once it's completed? Let me know. Monkey sloth Highland cow. I want to make a Highland cow. Do you know how many times that's been on my list? And I have a sloth pattern, 2 or 3 sloth patterns saved, and I've never made them. And a monkey. Discount Crafts. Yes, Discount Crafts. Online and Craft You. You can buy the Portercraft. Pattern test? Okay, no problems. Hopefully, once I get off this and stop yapping, I need to complete this bluey, take the photos, make sure that I made this accidental extended long one, that I didn't take too many things out and make too many mistakes. I'll redo it with the better ear thing. I did the wrong colours for this one. This is the one when I was on the road trip. I had the wrong colour with me for the muzzle and everything. So this one looks like he's old bluey. He's a bit aged. He's gone grey. But I mean, really, versions. And then the final, yay, we finally got there. We just need the final, yay, we got there with Bluey, and then we'll be right. You know, boy, it's a process writing a pattern, I tell you, like a more complicated pattern. I didn't have this much trouble with Leonard the lobster, but he didn't have, because you have to think extra hard when you've got lots of colour changes. You've tried a 5.5 mil and 6 mil, and I think it's 6.5. I still use it, just not often. What's that, Chris? Oh, that's the other pattern though. That's not my pattern. The other blueies. Yeah. They're the ones that I decided that I needed to make. Oh, well, after Mary said that she doesn't like me because she made the really big bluey. So we need a good bluey. And then we need a bingo as well. But then we need more people to have the right orange colours. But I think, I mean, a red healer is more browns and a dark orange anyway, if you look at an actual red heeler dog. So I think this is more the colours that I'm sticking with, because this one, it was too hard to see the difference between that and the light orange. So I'm happy with that one. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's a process. Polar chenille's temporary. Last time I ordered online came from Adelaide. Oh, I hate it when you find something that you really like and then it's there, like some of the spotlight ones, and it's, if it comes in the valuable, it's like, oh, that's only going to be here. What yarn did I use? Well, for this one, it's actually all Portercraft except for the white. Or did I end up shifting to the white Portercraft as well? I think this one was actually all Portercraft in the end, but Bluey was, the light blue was Zaddy Crafts. This white was Zaddy Crafts, and the rest was Portercraft. So yeah, Portercraft and Zaddy Crafts do work well together. They're the same size yarn. But yeah, so if you can mix and match the cheaper with the more expensive, that helps with the price too. The pillar chenille. Pillar chenille or polar chenille? What one's that one? Your granny said my Bluey needed bigger eyebrows too. I did 2 rows of surface crochet. Yeah, I just decided that I wasn't going to surface crochet. I wasn't going to sew on. I was just going to crochet in. So, but I've made their eyebrows white, but I'm not sure if they should be white or not, or if they should have been. No, wrong version. Let's look at this one. I don't know if they should have been this orangey color or not. But I mean, doesn't matter. People can change the color to what they want when they make it anyway. So that's fine. That's fine. Oh, polar chenille. Is that like the Timu one, Kim, that you mean? To be honest, since I've been using the other chenille, I've kind of gone off the Timu yarn a bit. It is very slippery, and you tend to get holes with it when it's more the velvety yarn too. You wish patterns included how much yarn you will need. I thought of that. I mean, I can put an approximate. I know that I have started off new skeins yesterday for this one, and yeah, I know it uses, I think the most in this orange color or in the brown, it's less than half a skein. It's probably closer to like a quarter of a skein or a third, maybe. Yeah. You start buying too many yarn, too many joins. I find a lot of different yarns have a lot of joins, but it's interesting. This, what color is it? This dark blue Sadie Crafts. I cannot do a magic circle with it. It is not great for some reason. So I had to do 2 single crochet and finish it off, pull it tight and finish it off. I think he put up a post that he's had a couple of quality issues with some of the colours, but yeah, for the life of me, I could not get the magic ring in this dark blue. I know he's had some issues with some white. I'm not sure if the dark blue was part of that as well, but I certainly had issues with it, this skein anyway. Oh no, they discontinued that colour. Oh no, there's nothing worse. Yeah, I guess if I started off with a brand new skein and weighed it and then weighed it after I finished making the plushie, I'd be able to do that. But you've got to think before you even start. Have I tried doing the magic circle with acrylic? No, I have not. No, but I do find the trick of just doing like starting off with 2, pulling it tight and, well, not quite tight, but 3/4 tight, and then doing the rest, finishing it off works fine. Works fine. It's a nice day outside. All right. Well, I might give another 15 minutes. We'll make it to the 2-hour mark, and then I better go and finish off this bluey so I can finish off the pattern so I can get it out to pattern testers. Well, I don't know what I've got to show for another video tonight because normally my other video comes out, but I haven't made anything else except for bluey and bingo. I don't know. I may not be able to get another one. Oh, hi, Thea. Good to see you. He said that he was taking off the couple of colours that were a problem until fixed. Yes, he did say that. Oh, and the blues were one of them. Okay, that's interesting. Yes, because apparently I got one of those blues that I'm having issue with. You do two chain, two. I don't like doing the two chain because I can't get that circle tight in the middle. Like I can't pull it all the way. Use it for sailor min skirt and different. 6 pocket dragons today. Oh, well done. That is very good. I'm pretty sure I've got about 3 pocket patterns saved between, well, I think they're all Instagram. I have so many patterns saved. Gotta walk the dog. Yep, go and walk the dog. Get out to the outside world. Thanks for dropping by. Your new rule is unless I have 2 balls of the colour. Oh, that's been my rule for ages. Absolutely. I do not, unless I know and made it before, I will always have 2 just in case. Yes. No Sunday night video. Oh, look, yes, I will try. Look, I have another pattern that I was about 3/4 of the way through before I suddenly got the bright idea to start doing this pattern writing, and it's still sitting on my coffee table 3/4. So maybe I should do a couple of patterns so I've got something to show. Oh, sorry. Keep reading your comment. You do 2 chain instead of a mar with difficult yarn. If you crochet the tail in as you go, you can pull on that to tighten. You can.
You said that you finish reading a comment.
I just did. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Harry Styles pattern. You come from savers to 50 cents. Okay, that'll be interesting to see how that one turns out. Don't stress on the Sunday video. You've done a live. Don't stress yourself for us. We will still be here. Oh, no, it doesn't cause stress. Like, it doesn't worry me. I usually make them about 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Then it gives me a chance to finish anything that I'm making during the day, if I'm making anything. So, I mean, my main priority is to finish off Bluey, have the photos, finish off the pattern, then I can start getting the pattern out to pattern testers to see what you all think. Who wants to pattern test anyway? So I should have been writing a list of who were the people that want to pattern test. So I may be able to get enough just from this live. Let me write a list. I know Karen wants to. Michelle can't, which is absolutely fine. So I shall write. Oh, I do know a couple of my other members, they always get the opportunity to pattern test and they have said yes. So Mary, your test, beautiful. I have your email address too, so that's good. You can do it. Well, it's good to do different yarn types. So, okay, Thea, can you, have I sent you an email before, Thea? Could you send me an email so I've got your email, please? Trish, do I have your, I can't remember who I've emailed and who I haven't emailed. I did, your Leonard the Lobster did turn out really well in the 8-ply. A few of my pattern testers, yeah, that'd be great there. A couple of my pattern testers did it in an 8-ply and it worked out really well. I've actually got the yarn that I was going to think about doing Bluey in a blanket yarn. but I may not get around to doing that. Probably getting a little bit sick of Bluey at this stage. I'm making the one last time, and then he's going to be enough for a while. G'day, Crochet. And then let me know when you send me an email if you want to make Bingo or Bluey or both. Then I'll know. Just put in the subject line pattern test. Yeah, that would be helpful. Thank you. See, my admin man is helping me out. So Coastal Crochet UK will pattern test as well. She's already told me. I think Ellen wanted to pattern test as well. Always have to make sure that my members get the opportunity. You'll have a huge Bluey and babies for your market. Yes. Huge Bluey gets absolutely a huge amount of people coming over, I tell you. And then I ended up having 4 people fighting over him. So he brings people in. I can't believe it's nearly been 2 hours. It does go so fast. And I didn't even attempt to crochet this time because I just know that I can't chat and crochet at the same time. I don't know how Heather does it. I really don't. But I did have my yarn here ready to. I was crocheting before I started the live here. You don't think you have the colours for the red healer. That has been the hardest part. Yeah, because this one, I think it's called Pink Salmon. That was from Portercraft. I don't know what the brown is called. I'll have another one up there. I think I must have the other one over in the lounge room. Yeah, but I mean, if you look at it, she can be like a light brown and a darker brown, so it doesn't have to be oranges. So you could do a light brown, darker brown, and a creamy color, and then white. You can change it up. You can't find the pattern dragon you've been making all day. Oh no. You have a variegated orange. Well, that would look interesting. That would be interesting. That's funny. Kim's just sent me a photo of her fluff that she's got all over her. She's creating my pattern. You need to change your card info for Patreon. Got hacked. Oh no. That's not good. Diddy Dex. Oh, is that a free pattern? I see. Who was it? Crafty Kate makes that pattern all the time. It looks good. It does look good. I'm pretty sure it's probably safe. Oh, Kim. Yeah, I'm not sure that Dilks is a free pattern. You just hit buy. Unless she's got a different version that is free, but I'm pretty sure the actual Dilks is a paid pattern. It does look good though, when I've seen people make it. It would probably be a faster dragon pattern to make than what I've been making. And I think I've only got 2 dragons made at the moment, so you hear the funniest sayings, Michelle. You have to pay for Diddy Deck. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. It's probably in my multiple saved files on Etsy that is always there and always been added to. It's ridiculous. Never ending. And mind you, I still have a whole heap of patterns that I haven't made yet that I've already bought. Anyway, we're getting close to having to get going. 5 more minutes and we shall say bye because I've actually got to get this pattern done. I need it over and done with. That's how you roll. You can't say g'day right, but you'll practice. G'day, mate. There's not many Americans that can do a good Aussie accent. Although there is some good actors that have managed to get it pretty good. But it's funny, there's like, I don't know how often I actually say g'day. That often. Good night, Karen. Thanks for joining. I'm pretty sure we have a pile of patterns that we have to make. Yes. That's why I sort of thought that new challenge that Stacey makes and the Cozy Bokeh put out was kind of not really a challenge because everybody's got that anyway. But I guess it was trying to make you actually do them. But I mean, I try and do that every video anyway. Because I have locals coming back all the time, I try and make new patterns all the time anyway. So that was kind of a bit of a challenge that I wasn't really labeling a challenge because it's something I try and do anyway. But we have some really good looking men there. Maybe you're watching too much TV. Okay. There's some pretty not so good ones too. You say howdy. Yeah. You've completed 2 Mabel chickens. You don't feel like a slacker. Did I feel the earthquake yesterday? No, we were actually on our way to Brisbane. We left at 7:30 in the morning. Apparently, that earthquake here happened at 9:45 or something. So we weren't even here. Harvey Bay can't handle it when we leave it and didn't like it. It had a 5.6 magnitude earthquake while we were gone. Yes, Mary's done well. She's it's easier to crochet and watch while you'd think it would be easy to crochet and chat, but I'm reading the chat as well, so it's a little bit different. I should be able to do 3 things at once. I usually can, but apparently I can't. All right, we'll let this hit 2 hours, then I better go. At least we were safe. Yeah, look, we came back. There's been no signs of anything. Good night. Thank you for popping by. The centre was only 30 away from you. You were in the yard. Yeah, it does feel. I've been in around where an earthquake has happened before. It does feel a bit strange. I drove through a tornado once. Yes, the yarn is still here. Yep. I've got to get to making this bluey because I'm at the point I'm nearly blueyed and bingoed out. Anything out of place? No, there was nothing out of place when we got home. People on the local Facebook page had said that the power had gone out and stuff, but our fridge looked fine when we got home, so I don't know. Yeah, great, Trish. I will look for your email. Hopefully by the end of tonight, I can start emailing out to pattern testers and start getting some feedback. But yeah, looking forward to getting this one completed, that's for sure. It's been a process. But at least now I have the Canva basic layout for another pattern now. I mean, each one's going to be different because some are going to have less components, some will have more. So all the kitchen cupboards were open. Okay, yeah. Didn't notice any difference. Nothing looks different anyway that I've noticed. But then I'm in my own little world sometimes, so I probably won't notice some things. But we actually got back earlier yesterday than we have been when we've been doing the Brisbane trip because I didn't stop at a yarn store, that's why. All right, it's been 2 hours, guys. I better go and do something. Thank you for popping in. I may or may not have a video out tonight, depends on how well I get going on Bluey. I think I'm getting faster each time I make them. Although I still am pretty slow because I'm double checking stitch counts, trying to double check spelling, but it's so hard when you can't edit your own work. You really can't. You can to an extent, but then some of it even it's there, you just don't see it. So it'll be good to have new eyes looking at it to see what you think. I've been trying to work out what photos to put up of like progress photos. It's kind of hard to work that out, but definitely suggestions will be fantastic. I still yet don't know how to do the share on Canva out to everyone, so I'll be sending you a PDF file and just send back any comments in email as well or suggestions or whatever, or Instagram messages is fine as well. All right, everybody, thank you so much. When I have this out ready to go, I will email everyone that said that they want to test. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No, it's always I love usual, have a chat, usually chat about all sorts of things, but that's good. That's good. Nice little community we have here. Love it. Now better go and do something and get this out. And if there's anyone that hasn't put their hand up to say that they want to do the pattern test but would decide that you'd like to, just send me an email. It's in every description of every video, but travelcrochetau@gmail.com, and I'll send out copies to you. No slacking, I know, I know. All right, I've had my break, got to get back to it. Thanks, guys, for an actual video. Otherwise, it will be, what day are we? Sunday, Wednesday. Wednesday. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.